Hi guys. おはようございます。Hi. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. How are you today? おはよう。今日は久しぶりにメイド服ですよ。So, I'm in my second maid outfit today. I think the last one was a blue one. Today it's a purple one. And then I don't know if you can see, but I have a 6% Doki Doki tights on, which I love. Okay, I really want to go shop there again. How are you guys today? Doing well? Okay, all right. So today's topic is Yorushika. Yorushika. Yay! I am actually crazy about Yorushika. I'm not sure if you guys know about them yet. Okay, all right. Hi, Encanto. Thank you for the comment. Looking extra cute. Thank you. All right. So I think I wrote in my comment section, but I think this is going to be one of my last sessions for this, I think, this season. This I think I'm going to take a break off of weekly live streaming sessions for a while, because it's been quite hard for me to keep thinking about new topics for everyone to enjoy. So I'm going to try to take some time off to kind of brainstorm what would be a better way to provide entertainment for you guys. And I think it's similar, it's not only for this streaming, but for my, for my edited videos as well. So not only the live ones, but the non-live ones as well. I think I would need to brainstorm a different way of creating content. It's been really, really fun doing live streamings, but I feel that I think I kind of need to brush it up a little bit more. Totoro, hi. Good morning. Thank you. All right. Midnight Shinshi, hi. How are you? Thank you for joining again. So today's topic is Yorushika. And I have picked up quite a lot of songs for this one because I'm absolutely crazy about Yorushika. I've been listening to them almost every day recently, and it's constantly playing on the radio as well. So I have listed up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs today. So, 春に亡霊, which is Ghost in a Flower, 雲と幽霊, which is Ghost, 言って, Say It, Hitchcock, 思想犯, Thoughtcrime, 春ひさぎ, Prostitution. So these are the songs that we're going to be talking about today. And for those of you who don't know who Yorushika is, I'm going to quickly tell you about the basics of Yorushika. Okay, so Yorushika is a unit with one male guitarist. And by the way, let me write it out for you. Yorushika. Okay. So this is Yorushika. Okay. Hi Kim, how are you? Nice to see you again. Okay. And then by the way, Yorushika is taken from one of their past songs, and the meaning of it is only at night. 漢字が書けない. Only at night. It's only at night. Okay, all right. So this is Yorushika is a unit with one male guitarist. whose name is n-buna. The way he spells his name is n-buna, and it's pronounced as n-buna. And then one female singer called Sui. All right. And Sui actually used to be n-buna's fan. And n-buna originally was very famous because he did a lot of composing for Vocaloids. So his main, what do you call it? His 活動の現場. So he was originally producing a lot of songs for Vocaloids on a platform called Niconico 動画. Niconico 動画. Okay, Niconico 動画. 動画 means video. And Niconico 動画 is a video platform which is quite geeky, I guess. It's considered very geeky in Japan, but a lot of musicians who are starting out all compose and upload videos on Niconico 動画 to get heard. So actually, Daoko also is from gained her fame from Niconico 動画 as well. So a lot of the rising artists are coming from Niconico 動画 artists. All right. Okay. All right. So n-buna, it is originally used to composing on his own, but when he did his one-man live session in 2017, I think, in 2017, he had Sui come along to sing at his performance, because usually he used Vocaloids to vocalize his songs, but for the live session he wanted a real singer. So Sui came along, and he immediately fell in love with Sui's voice, and they formed their unit in 2017, and their major debut was in 2019. So actually they became quite famous immediately after they created this duo. By the way, n-buna says that Yorushika itself is like an artwork, and it's not a band. He doesn't consider it a band. So people refer to them as a duo or a unit. Okay. All right. And by the way, both n-buna and Sui don't show their face on any mass media or even on their music videos. So if you see their music videos, their faces are usually masked by some sort of animation or computer graphics, or it's totally animated. And the reason for this is because he doesn't want you to have preconceptions. He doesn't want to tell too much about his music in words. He would rather want you to hear his music and understand it according to your own, what do you call it? Just feel the music, I guess. Just feel the music instead of having preconceptions is what n-buna is aiming for. Okay. And he also says, n-buna also says that he creates all his songs for himself, but if it does help other people create music, or it allows more people to express themselves, then he would be really happy. n-buna actually started creating music when he was in his teenage years. I think he was maybe around when he was 15. He comes from a family of musicians, so I think everybody in his family plays some sort of instrument. And then when his mom bought him a PC, and he got an electric guitar, he started producing music called desktop music. We call it DTM in Japan. DTM, desktop music, which I think is the way most composers make their music nowadays. I'm not sure, but I actually would love to get started on DTM as well. I'm really interested about creating music for my artworks. Hi, Jace. Midnight Shinshi. I always wondered why so many artists had a background on Niconico. It's an aspect I like about young artists in Japan. It's so inspiring to have such a platform. Oh, yes, yes. Have you ever seen Niconico video? I'm not sure if it's available overseas. What's fun about Niconico video is that everybody's comments are streamed on top of the video. So it makes you feel like you're performing in front of a huge audience as though it were a live session. So before live streamings were even available, I think it has been available for these past years, but Niconico videos started out more than 10 years ago. And then they were already having these comments being streamed. Some of it were live comments being streamed, I think, and some of them might have been past comments being recorded on top of the video. And I think it's really important for musicians to have audiences react immediately to their tunes. So maybe it was a good fit for musicians, I guess. But if you know the cat called Moare, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit off topic, but I just wanted to tell you about another video that I'm such a fan about. Moare. Okay. I think I think Niconico video, there was a huge buzz video called with the cat named Moare. And what I think most people online have seen this before. It's about a cat who does what do you call it? Red light, green light, red light, yellow light, green light. In Japanese, we call it Daruma-san ga koronda. Daruma-san ga koronda. So in the West, I think you guys have what I think one person looking facing his back towards the other players, and then you say red light, yellow light, green light, and then you look back, and whoever moves loses, right? So in Japan, we call that Daruma-san ga koronda, and we face our back towards the other players and say Daruma-san ga koronda, and then we look back. And the reason why the video buzzed so much is because the cat's name, the cat named Moare, was capable of doing Daruma-san ga koronda. So every time the camera looked past a corner, the cat would stop. But then when the camera hid, the cat would move, and then the same for many times. And that was a huge hit on Niconico video. And now it's also available on YouTube as well. So sorry, I'm getting a bit off topic, but yeah, I was just I just wanted to talk about what's famous on Niconico video. Totoro, still available in California and Mexico, but the live stream app fails every now and then. Oh, really? Oh, that's bad. That's I feel bad for you guys. In Japan, I think there's like an an event called Niconico 超会議. I'm not sure if they still have it, but since a lot of new content comes up on Niconico Video, they have an event now and then where they have all the content creators come and perform live. Okay. Midnight Shinshi. Yep, as Totoro Panda said, Niconico is available in other countries. What I liked so much about the platform was exactly those unique features you mentioned. It feels like a familiar place in a way. That camp was super famous on YouTube. Yeah. I still watch Moare every day. If you look up their blog, the cat's owner actually updates it every day on weekdays. So, and it's usually around noon time in Japan. So that's what I look forward to every day at lunch. Okay. All right. So sorry, sorry I got off topic. So let me go back to n-buna and Yorushika. Okay. All right, so basically, I think I've gotten out all the basic information about n-buna and Yorushika. So I would like to go into explaining the songs. So overall, Yorushika's songs are usually, they have certain keywords that they all have in common. They either talk about the summer, the sky, tears, about growing up and being an adolescent, about money and how it makes life difficult, and then also about the difficulties of life. Yeah, and some of them make you so emotional that you really want to cry. I think their songs not only talk about living, but they also talk about people passing away as well. So when I was scrolling through the comment section on YouTube, a lot of people said that, the songs reminded me when I lost a really, really precious person in my life and so forth. Okay. All right. So let's look at Haruni Bore. So this is Yorushika's first song that was picked up as a theme song for an animation movie, which is titled, let me look at the title, 泣きたい私は猫をかぶる. Okay, and literally translated, it would be, I'll turn myself into a cat since I want to cry. Okay, let me write that down. 春に棒で。泣きたい私は猫になる。Okay. So, 春に棒で is the theme song for 泣きたい私は猫になる。泣きたい私は means me who wants to cry. 猫になる means will become a cat. So, I'll become a cat because I want to cry. 猫をかぶるだ。猫をかぶる。Sorry. Very, very bad mistake there. 猫をかぶる. Okay. And the word 猫をかぶる is a common phrase we use in Japan, which means that you're going to pretend to be a good person, or you're going to pretend to be a goody-goody. 猫をかぶる. かぶる means to put on. So in the West, I think you would describe it as like a wolf in a sheep's coat. But you don't necessarily have to be a wolf, I guess. It's basically putting on something to pretend that you're somebody good. You're somebody that's, you're like a goody-goody. Okay. Totoro, love that movie. Is it available yet? Because I think it was released on Netflix this spring, right? So I'm not sure if it was available in English already. 泣きたい猫は、泣きたい私は猫をかぶる. And okay, so for those of you who haven't seen the movie, I haven't seen the movie either, but just according to the trailer, it says that it's about a girl who fell in love with a boy, and she became a cat so that the boy would love her back. So it's sort of like a Little Mermaid story. So in order to get closer to the boy that she loves, she turns herself into a cat, but then she not accidentally, but she ends up falling into a weird world where a lot of humans ended up becoming a cat, and they didn't want to go back to becoming a human again. So I guess during the climax of the story, the heroine, do you say heroine? The heroine of the movie needs to ask herself, okay, now why do I want to return to becoming a human? Okay. All right. Okay. Have you guys been able to listen to the song? 春に棒、違う。花に棒で。ごめん。しかも私これ春って書いちゃったね。花に棒で。Sorry. Sorry, this was 花に棒で. So 花に棒で is translated by Yorushika as ghost in a flower. So a lot of Yorushika's songs have the word ghost in it, the ghosts and afterlife. Okay. Okay. By the way, in Japan, I think not only in Japan, but whenever you go to a cemetery or you go to pray for somebody that you lost, you put flowers on their grave or whatever is standing there. And the reason why we present flowers is because the flowers will remind us about how life is never eternal, I guess. So whenever we put a flower, I think it kind of tells us that the flower is beautiful when it's blooming, but of course it will die in a few days. So it kind of reminds us of, what do you call it? The non-eternal way of things, how things are always changing. Okay. Totoro, it's on Netflix. Oh, really? Okay, great. Midnight Shinshi. Oh, my friend has been pushing so hard to watch that movie. Should give it a try. Totoro, notice that got me thinking if he is into the paranormal. What does paranormal mean? I kind of understand from the context, but just double checking. Right. I think I'll go watch it too. Okay. So Hana ni bore, ghost in a flower. Okay. I'm not going to go into the lyrics because it's been translated quite well by other people. But I think in this song, I think the highlight is that the voice of Sui is just so clear and beautiful. Definitely please listen to it if you haven't already. Okay, so then next I'm going to go into the song called Kumo to Yure, which is translated by Yorushika as ghost, but in Japanese it's actually cloud and ghost. Kumo to Yure. Kumo is cloud. Yure is ghost. Okay. So people have been commenting that Kumo to Yure is an answer song to the song Itte, which I'll be picking up later. Itte is the title of it in English is Say It. And if you watch the music video to Kumo to Yure, you can see that the character doesn't have any legs. In Japan, ghosts are believed to have no legs. So if you want to double check if somebody is a ghost or not, you need to look at the legs. If the person has legs, then that person is not a ghost. If the person doesn't have legs, then it's a ghost. So usually Japanese ghosts will haunt you like this. It's a really quick drawing of a Japanese ghost. So they usually have like a triangular white cloth on their forehead, and they don't have legs. It's like their legs disappear like a genie. That's how Japanese ghosts look like. Kim, thank you. Paranormal is like ghosts. Total paranormal is the phenomena of ghosts and spirits. Oh, okay, interesting. Blake, I will watch this movie soon. Great. Shinshi paranormal is something supernatural, like esoteric ghosts and stuff like that. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll watch it soon. Sounds good. Okay. All right. And okay, so then that leads us into the next song, which is Itte. Itte. So Itte. So the Japanese title of the song is Itte, and then the English title is Say It. But in Japanese, the word itte actually means several things. It not only means to say it, but it also means to go or to die. So it has three meanings: say it, or go, or die. So in the movie, not the movie, sorry, the song Itte, it looks like a very comical animation. The music video looks like a comical animation, but if you really, really look into the lyrics and think through what he's trying to say, it's basically talking about somebody passing away and him not knowing that the preciousness of having that person nearby. So what he wants the other person to have said is, they keep on saying, n-buna keeps on saying, hey, you should have told me that you weren't going to be there when I die. It's a very, very emotional song. And then the word go and die also appears in the song as well. So And then, so the answer song, 雲と幽霊, which is the answer song for Say It, in 雲と幽霊, it's actually about the ghost who is being missed by the character in Say It. So if this is person A who lost person B, so let's say, so Say It is being sung by person A who lost person B, then the ghost here is person B. Probably. This is according to a lot of the fan comments. So in 雲と幽霊, the main theme of the song is that the ghost is telling person A that, hey, you know, it's okay to forget about me. I'm gone, so you're forgiven for forgetting about me. So if you listen to both of these songs, I think you might want to kind of loop these two songs because it's sort of like a conversation. Okay. I hope you guys are getting to listen to the songs while I'm talking. Okay. All right. And so both Itte and Kumo no Yude, I think they're both half animated. And these music videos always give you like this surreal feeling about whether n-buna really exists or not. Like you kind of question his existence, even though I know that he's real. Okay. And then next I want to pick up Hitchcock. So the Hitchcock he talks about here is the director of movies, suspense movies. I forget which year he lived in, but he's talking about the director of suspense movies. Okay, let me read your comments. Midnight Shinshi. I'm listening to the song right now. It's quite beautiful, even more now with your explanation. Thank you. Totoro, now that is making more logic. LOL, I was wondering who is he talking to? Okay. All right. Okay, so the lyrics to Hitchcock is very, very, I think it kind of really wraps up everything that n-buna wants to say in most of his lyrics. So I'm going to read it out loud. Yes, Alfred Hitchcock, you're right, Midnight Shinshi. 先生、人生相談です。この先どうなら楽ですか？そんなの誰も分かりはしないよなんて言われますか？ほら、苦しさなんて欲しいわけない。何もしないで生きていたい。青空だけが見たいのはわがままですか? So let me translate that for you. Teacher, I want to consult with you about life. How should I live if I want to live without pain? Are you going to tell me that nobody knows? Hey, I don't want any pain. I actually don't want to do anything and still live. I only want to see the blue sky. Is that too much to ask for? Is the first verse. フレストさん、お久しぶりです。元気です。おかげさまで。ありがとうございます。来てくださって。 セストさん元気ですか？ Mark, Hitchcock died in 1980 but started making movies in the 20s. Oh, thank you for following up. Thank you. Kato, Hitchcock makes me miss school. Really? I'm pretty sure I must have come across one of his movies in the past. But, I don't recall a certain movie. Okay, next. 胸が痛んでも嘘がつけるのはなんでなんでしょうか？悪い人ばかりが得をしているのはなんでなんでしょうか？幸せの文字が円を含むのはなんでなんでしょうか？一つ線を抜けば辛さになるのはわざとなんでしょうか？ Okay, so let's translate that. Why is it that we can lie even if we feel pain in our chests?Why is it that bad people are the only ones who are gaining luck? Why is the word happiness? Why does the word happiness contain the yen logo? So in Japanese, 幸せ happiness is written this way, 幸せ. And if you look at it very closely, the bottom half looks like a yen logo. So the bottom half looks like a yen logo. So he's saying, why does the word happiness contain the letter yen? And then he goes on saying, 一つ線を抜けば辛さになるのはわざとなんでしょうか? Okay, so辛さ. Okay, so, and then the word for pain or agony actually looks quite similar to the happiness character. So if you delete one stroke from the word happiness, from the character happiness, it will become pain or agony. And he's saying, is it on purpose that just one stroke can differentiate happiness from agony? Okay, I'm gonna look at your comments. First, こちらも相変わらずバタバタしてますが元気ですよ。日南にはもう戻らないのでしょうか。なんかね、いろいろ考えて、やっぱりその有料ギフトで人がランク付けされるっていうのが、ちょっと私の肌には合わないかなと思って、やっぱりこう、お金がある人だけが優位な世界っていうのは、ちょっと私がいたい世界じゃないなと思って。で、なんか結構中毒になっちゃってる方も多いみたいなんで、それに加担するのが嫌だなと思って、いろいろ考えたんですけど、多分17には戻らないかなって。まあ、状態が改善されない限りは、17に戻らないかなと思います。なんかお金を投げなくても、居心地のいい場所を提供したいし、なんかお金が全てじゃないっていうことを示すのが、なんか私の生き方だったりするので、やっぱりちょっとそこはちょっと17と理念が合わないかなと思って、ちょっと、無期限休止にしようかなと思ってて。せっかく応援してくださったのにすいません。本当に。YouTube で今後も頑張っていきますので、もしよかったら YouTube でぜひお会いしたいです。Okay. Mark, Psycho, the birds north by northwest, strangers on a train, vertigo. I've heard Vertigo many times. Maybe I'll try watching something and then I'll let you guys know. Midnight Shinshi. Psycho is a very famous movie of his. The one with the scene of a woman screaming in the shower as this creepy guy shows up. Ah, yes. I think I've seen that one. Yeah, I've actually seen that during a university class. Yeah, that one was pretty creepy. I think everybody who studies cinematography probably watches Alfred Hitchcock, right? It was really interesting the way they use the sounds and the camera motion. Yeah, I think camera work is also something I want to study. Okay. All right. So I explained the phrase about happiness turning into agony with just one stroke. Next. 青春って値札が背中に貼られて、ヒッチコックみたいなサスペンスをどこか期待していた。Okay. So 青春 is adolescence, as I explained in one of my videos. So Nomina says that he imagined adolescence being something like being sold like a product. So by getting a price tag on your back. So he imagined adolescence being something like having a price tag on your back and living a suspense as if you were on a Hitchcock movie. Next, 先生どうでもいいんですよ。生きてるだけで痛いんですよ。ニーチェもフロイトもこの穴の埋め方は書かないんだ。Teacher, I actually don't care anymore. Everything hurts because I'm alive. Even Nietzsche and Freud? Do you pronounce it as Freud? Nietzsche and Freud didn't write how to bury or how to 満たすっていうのかな how to fill this empty hole. Okay. Totoro. It's a must to study his camera art. Mark, many consider Hitchcock to be the absolute greatest director. Oh, I see. その考えにはどういたします。これからは YouTube にこっそり現れてお話に来ますね。ぜひぜひ楽しみにしてます。ありがとうございます。やった。Okay, 次。Sorry, it's getting a bit long. It's just the phrases in this song are so, I don't know, it's wonderful poetry that I really wanted to share it with you. ただ夏の匂いに目をつむってかな。雲の高さを指で描こう。思い出だけが見たいのはわがままですか？ So, just close your eyes and feel the scent of summer and raise your fingers to draw the height of the clouds. Is it too much to ask to say? Is it too much to ask if I say that I want to just see my memories? I want to live in my memories? Next. ドラマチックに人が死ぬストーリーって売れるじゃないですか。花の散り際にすら根がつくのも嫌になりました。先生の夢は何だったんですか？大人になると忘れちゃうものなんですか？Stories where people die dramatically, they're the ones that sell. And people always put a price on how flowers wilt. That's what I am getting tired of. Teacher, what was your wish? What was your dream? Is it something that you forget once you're an adult? So the word hana keeps on coming up in a lot of Japanese songs, right? Flower. So even Nobuna again is talking about flowers wilting. I think we talked about it in the Daoko session as well. But Japanese people always talk about not only how the flower blooms, but also how it wilts. So the more dramatic the wilting is, the higher the price is of something. So for example, if you think of Basquiat or who was it that committed suicide? Pollock, Jackson Pollock. So a lot of artists in the past have committed suicide, right? I think even the famous actor from Batman, Dark Knight, who played the Joker part. So a lot of the greatest artists, actors, performers, they end up committing suicide. But then that's dramatized. Is that what do you call it? It creates, what do you call it? That kind of drama ends up raising the price of the artist, and it's always the person who marketed the sad story is the one who gets the payment. It's not the artist who committed suicide. It's usually the person who marketed that sad story that gets all the money. So I think Nomina is pointing at this. Mark, interesting that he cites Nietzsche and Freud as his authorities. Yeah, so Nomina actually stopped writing music when I think he was 19 because he didn't know why he was writing it. But then he started to write again because he was saved by all the great literature from the past great authors. So I think he keeps on reading literature to get new ideas. His more recent music videos actually contains, he actually really writes down who he cited the ideas from. And I'm going to get into that after I'm done reading the Hitchcock lyrics. Okay. Okay, so do we all forget our dreams once we become an adult? 先生、人生相談です。この先どうなら楽ですか？涙が人を強くするなんて全部詭弁でした。この先どうでもいいわけなくて、現実だけがちらついて、夏が遠くて、これでも本当にいいんですか？このまま生きてもいいんですか？そんなの君にしかわからないよなんて言われますか？ただ夏の匂いに目をつむりたいでいいのかな、いつまでも風に吹かれたい。青空だけが見たいのわがままですか？So basically, Nabna is saying that all he wants to do is live peacefully. He just wants to stare at the blue sky. But it's just so painful to live, and he doesn't know what to do. Is it okay if I keep on living? Are you going to tell me that I'm the only one who can make the decision? Is kind of what he's saying. Okay, now I have somebody at the door. But hold on a second, sorry. もう前代未聞だよね。Hold on, guys. I'll be back soon. Thank you guys for waiting. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect that. Thank you for your comments. Tobo Pierce. What? Is it the first time I'm seeing you? Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for helping with it. Oh, of course. Satoru, go ahead and we'll wait. Thank you. Minna Shinshin, it's nice to see her background so clearly though. Background? Whose background? Hope you're having fun. Thank you. Yes. But I think as I commented in my description section, it's it's gonna be I'm going to take a break for a while for a live streaming session so I can kind of rethink what I should be doing on my videos. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Thank you for watching my wall while I was away. Thank you. Mark, my paintings in the background. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I hope I can do another huge live painting soon. Hopefully. Okay, all right. So let's get back to explaining the next song. Okay, so I have two songs left that I want to talk about. One is Shisohan, and then the last one is Haru Hisagu. Right. So we were talking about Freud and Nietzsche, and then in Shisohan is Thoughtcrime. Thoughtcrime. He says specifically that the theme was taken from George Orwell's novel 1984. Which I think everybody has read if they have gone to a Western high school, I think. I read it when I was in high school. Had a stare contest with the line. Thanks, Dr. Ram. Okay, all right. So Thoughtcrime is a reference to George Orwell's song, Orwell's novel 1984. And then, so in this song, Nomina is actually asking the meaning of plagiarism. By the way, his new album is, I think the title of his new album is partially about robbery. I think it's like something and robbery, or I forgot the title, but I think it contained the word robbery. And so the album and this song is actually about Toyo plagiarism. And he's asking, so what's the difference between plagiarism and an homage? Plagiarism versus an homage, right? So he says that once a person states that something is an homage, it immediately becomes an homage. And when somebody doesn't say that it's a reference to something, then it becomes plagiarism. So he's saying that isn't that not awkward, but trying to find the best way to say this. Ironic. It's very ironic that when somebody comes out saying that, oh, okay, this is an homage or it's a reference, and if somebody doesn't come out saying that, it immediately becomes plagiarism. He's saying it's very, very ironic, and he says that it's treated as though there is a clear line between plagiarism and homage, but he says that it doesn't exist. According to n-buna, the difference between homage and plagiarism doesn't exist. Everything is plagiarism or everything is an homage. It's the same thing, he says. And regarding to the lyrics, so the theme was taken from George Orwell's novel 1984, but the lyrics in Thoughtcrime, Shisohan, was actually taken from a haiku writer called Ozaki Hoya. I hope I'm saying this right. Ozaki. Who lived from 1885 to 1926. And n-buna says that it's an homage to Ozaki, but it can also be said that it's a plagiarism of Ozaki's works. All right. Tobo Pierce, you're so cool. Me? Totoro had a stereo. Okay, yeah. Thank you helping me with. Oh, of course, Carrie coming from you. Hope she gets a new song out this year sometime. Mark, but plagiarism is taking without changing anything or giving credit, and homage must give credit to be homage. True. I guess what bothers n-buna is more about who's claiming who. Like, I guess if you claim that it's an homage, it's an homage. But once somebody else says first that, hey, that's plagiarism, then it immediately becomes plagiarism. I think that's what's bothering n-buna. I'm not sure. It's just my analysis. As someone who likes to create fan-made things, I'm always debating about the meaning of those words too. I know, because not everything can be completely original. You're always inspired by other things. So it's really difficult, I think. Yeah. I think drawing a line is very difficult between those two words. Okay, so last song of the day, Haru o Hisagu. Okay, and Haru o Hisagu is a jargon for prostitution. Haru をひさぐ in normal Japanese, in common Japanese, we actually write prostitution as selling spring. Okay, so the word haru hisagu is not something that we usually use. It's a jargon that is not that common. We usually say baishun, sell spring. We usually say baishun, sell spring, to refer to the word prostitution. And what n-buna means by prostitution in this case is that he's saying that his music is prostitution because he is trying to create pop songs for the mass audience. And he thinks that we're shaving off. A lot of artists are kind of shaving off their pride. They're putting their pride away in order to serve the mass audience and get bread. So some people call it as rice work, work you do to gain bread, rice work instead of life work. So he's saying that he's using prostitution as a metaphor for selling music as a business. He says it's something that's very sad. It's even more shameful than real life prostitution. We shave off our pride for bread, and we select themes for the mass to enjoy. We also choose a pop melody for them to enjoy. And we also make works which are clear and easy to understand. And I myself am outputting myself as music in a cheap way, and I'm selling myself. I call this prostitution. Is what he's saying. So this isn't the lyrics, this is the explanation he gives within his music video description. By the way, the lyrics of this song, Haru Hisagi, the way it's phrased, is the way that an oiran speaks. Oiran. Okay. So, for example, all the lyrics are written as though an oiran is speaking. So, I don't have the list of lyrics right now, but the lyrics always end in wa. Wa is usually how a woman speaks. And you can kind of imagine a woman smoking when you look at their lyrics as well. And even though the way the lyrics are phrased is how an oiran would speak, the content of the lyrics is set in the current era. So maybe n-buna is trying to say that prostitution hasn't changed throughout the years. It's always been the same. And then if you look at the lyrics, you can kind of feel that the person singing the song, the main character in the song, is flirting around with the audience. If you gather all the sentences that end with a wa, the first one is 教えてほしいわ, which is please teach me. The second phrase is 言いたくないわ, I don't want to say. And then she says 教えてほしいわ again. I want you to teach me. Then she says 知りたくないわ I don't want to know. But then at the very, very last, she says 愛してほしいわ I want you to love me. So it's like a push and pull thing that Nomina is doing within the lyrics, which I thought was interesting. All right, okay, so that was the last song that I wanted to cover. And I guess after looking at all his lyrics, not all, but most of his lyrics and songs, I kind of question if Yorushika is really going through agony. In his lyrics, it kind of seems like he's going through a lot of pain. But if you were really in pain, I don't know if you can write these kind of lyrics. So I kind of feel that he's playing around with the concept of feeling pain, which is what a lot of writers do. Like I think he's putting himself in pain in order to write music. It's sort of like he's playing a character in order to create his music. It's kind of what I understood from him. All right. So hope you guys liked n-buna's songs if you have never heard of them before. And if you have any requests, let me know. I will be taking a break from my weekly live sessions in order to revamp my contents. So I'm not sure when I'll see you guys again, but hopefully sometime soon. Okay, Mark. Eternal struggle, make art for money or make art for your soul. Yep. And Kato, I always think most of the artists make music just to sell, be popular. I think they didn't start out that way. Most people probably started out just enjoying what they do best. But then the moment somebody comes in and starts doing some direction for you or marketing for you, then that person wants to earn money. And then in order for you to maintain your team, then you have to keep working for money and keep working for fame. So I think that's the difficult part. Mark, he's imagining the pain. That's what I feel. Thank you so much for these live streams. Have you heard of She is Summer? Is that a movie? In general, we don't ever hear about the artists who don't make art for money. Not unless you go looking for them. But I guess, how about Banksy, for example? Banksy, I think maybe it's because of the way they marketed it, but I think Banksy is not someone, but like a group of people who don't really care about making money. They probably have a day job, I imagine. Totoro, when the producer needs a Ferrari, everything may go down. True. Midnight Shinsha. I wonder if you've listened to Mondo Grosso. I like his music a lot, especially the newer. Yes, I've heard of Mondo Grosso. I thought they were more like an instrumental group. So I've never really focused on their lyrics much. Okay. All right. So hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you for joining me. よいしょ。じゃあね。またね。Bye. See you.